you did mention Chad should be a walkover for Ghana, but were you surprised by the scoreline?
No, because I told you I expect nothing more than five
5-0.
goals.
Yeah, that's true.
I Yeah, I told you that once you get weak opposition, you bury them.
Hmm.
And that's what they did. They were weak opposition, 177th in the FIFA World Rankings.
Yeah.
Uh, they're not formidable at all. They've lost all previous matches. It was a stroll in the park. It was an opportunity for the players to develop and build their confidence because they're suffering from a lack of confidence. And so this was just a run out where they could, you know, try to explore and implement many of the things that they were taught during the training sessions, and they did that. I mean, a couple of the goals were a bit scrappy,
Yeah.
and to be honest with you, they had lots of clear-cut chances, and they blew those sky high. But they got the 5-0, and they got the 3 points, and that was what we really wanted.
Okay, but that scoreline, 5-0. What did you do for the Blasters players? Do you think that it boosted their confidence going into the next game? Or what magic
Yeah.
did that particular scoreline do for us?
No, I think it did because you asked me last week where will
Mm.
the goals come from, and
Yeah.
I told you it'll come from everywhere and anywhere because the front three are not prolific, are they? They're not prolific. Although we're saying Semenyo's, on fire. I mean, it's really one of those dull fires.
Yeah.
If you, I mean, a drop of rain can out that fire because how many goals has he scored for Bournemouth?
Yeah,
You
this
know,
that was his first goal in the World Cup qualifiers, even for
well,
Ghana,
I
yeah.
mean. But you look at all of them. You got Semenyo, you've got
Inaki.
Jordan, you've got Inaki. Inaki's not too bad, but
Yeah.
I mean, they're not really on fire, are they? I mean, Inaki plays a good game for his team, but the team knows him and he
Yeah,
knows the
Bilbao.
team, and they're able to play. They have that, they have that connection. He doesn't have that connection in the Black Stars. He doesn't have that connection. But yeah, it will boost their confidence, and we saw that when they faced Madagascar. But look, the issue is this: these are not formidable teams that they're playing. In the Madagascar game, looked nice during some phases of play because the way they were knocking the ball left and right and this and that, it looked very nice. But
Yeah.
against formidable opposition, they'll not get that space. They will not get that time. They'll be rushed into mistakes. It'll be a different ball game then. So, I think we're on the road to qualification, and it'll be good for us to qualify. But when we get there, it'll be something else, something completely different.
All right, still on the Chad game. Now, Benjamin Asare was imposed for Ghana in the two games. First of all, did you expect him to be named as the man between the sticks for Ghana? And were you impressed by his performance? Then again, let me add the last question. Otuado changed the formation against Madagascar and yielded the results. Can we say Otu now has a good grip on the team?
Well, with Benassari, I said to you, I didn't think he would use
Mm.
him. I thought he was just there as, part of the furniture and he wasn't going to be used. But then he put him in post, and I think that was bold. It was admirable. But look, how many shots did Asari really save? What pressure was he placed under?
Mm.
Was he really tested? And I think the answer to that is no. He wasn't really tested. So we don't really know what he has to offer at this particular
Yeah.
level. We know what he has to offer for Accra Hearts of Oak. He's had 12 clean sheets. He's conceded a minimum amount of goals, and that's all fine. I'm happy because he is a local
Local
based
player.
player and he's in the squad as the number one goalkeeper. I'm
All
very
right.
happy about him, and I'm happy that Otuado put him in there. But let's not become confused, or overly zestful or happy. He has not been tested yet. He
Mm, yeah.
hasn't.
Okay, so our next game is against Chad. Please, a quick fire answer. Is Ghana qualifying to the World Cup?
Yes, they are.
Great, thank you. But before you leave, the MTN FA Cup comes off this particular weekend. We've seen the big boys fall off, the likes of Accra, Suffolk, Mediama Sporting Club, Asante Kotoko will be meeting True Democracy on Sunday. Let me have your quick thoughts on that, then I can